Okay guys, it's Mike here. Just giving you a quick rundown of what's coming up. So in the next video, this coming up one we're going to be framing up a pole building. Now we did the concrete already, and we prefer to do barn on slab, even though it's posts. I really don't like doing posts in the ground. So you're going to get a breakdown of, what brackets we use, how we do it. Yeah, I mean, we're going to kind of go through it. I'm not going to break down every single item. To be honest, we're a working business. It's very difficult for me to do videoing and construction at the same time. Every once in a while I'll have my daughter or somebody there to help with that kind of stuff. And the more we do this, the more we're going to be able to provide more of a breakdown of each thing as we go through the build process. But there are things that I will talk about specifically as we go through the project, if that makes sense. I'm too busy. Everybody that works for me is busy. It's tough to sit there and just kind of like, I'm going to hold a camera over somebody's shoulder. It's just kind of tough to do it that way. But you're going to get to see how this project moves forward and how over the course of 2 or 3 days, we're going to build this barn and and then be ready for metal. Metal takes about 2 or 3 days. And hang with me, stick with me through the video, please. Like and subscribe to the channel. That way you can get all the updates as we go with new videos, that sort of thing. And we got a lot of stuff coming up. It's pretty exciting. Stick with me. Watch it. Okay. Quick basic install. We'll pull these out and put bigger lags in. We're just trying to get everything up and leveled. And then we'll come in and put big bolts in the holes. But I mean, these suckers hold these posts tight. We'll brace them all today before the big storm comes, I guess. But, I mean, that's just leveling with brackets. How straight those are. We're gonna purlin this wall and that wall today still. Maybe do that. We'll see how time permits. We won't really be able to walk over there, so I don't want to get us to a point where we kind of screw ourselves. Bottom is treated. We'll do a treated mud board along the bottom, which that's what that's for. We got 20 footers to make everything a little bit easier. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty slick. I just, building on top of concrete is always going to be easier. I get that, but we've never had one issue with these post brackets. I know there's a few guys out there that use them. I know Kyle with R&R Buildings, he uses these as well. And I know he sets some of his, because he doesn't always pour on slab. But 95% of ours we pour on slab. All right, updating a little. All right, so here's what we got. We got 2 walls of posts up. Doesn't take long. We do have that one leveled front to back, and we're gonna start, that's where our measurements coming up. And we're gonna lay out each post as we come up, and then we'll verify this one's level as we get to the front. But what I'm doing right now is I have the transit set up. So to set that, basically that bottom row, we go along the concrete, but to make sure everything's pinpoint level, we're gonna make sure that, we're gonna make a mark on each post that is level. That way when we go to the ceiling and make our ceiling height, we can measure from that and not have to keep getting this tool out. So we're gonna go around and we're gonna mark each spot, and then we have them. So I've already got a 3-foot mark marked on there. So I'm gonna use this block, get us to our level line, and then mark it on my block. And then I can use that and not have to make 2 marks. Now we have the top of our wainscot. The top of it is marked all the way on those 2 sides. And that's level. And then we can pull off of that for all of our measurements. All right. So here's the wrap up. So we'd have got the whole thing framed up today if we had not messed with that concrete pad. But planning for Wednesday, which today is Monday. Tomorrow there'll be rain. We won't be here tomorrow. But Wednesday, I want to be able to get that framed, finish the headers up there. So what we do, since the trusses are going to be 2 foot on center, we went and stacked our header side by side and notched them in the beam. We almost always notch them. I just don't ever like setting them. So I see a lot of guys that lag them or fasten them straight to the sides of the posts. This is just how we do it. It's worked really well. These brackets work good. Man, they work so good. These screws we will swap out with lags. I've messed up and didn't bring those. And then we put a bolt, or a large bolt in through there, and it feeds and sandwiches these 2 plates together, top and bottom. We'll do that when we wrap up, or when we get the roof on and get all that. That'll be kind of the finishing touch when we get that. So next time we are here, we will be finishing the header on this side to match the other porch, and then roof trusses. We'll probably do that all in the same day, so it don't take too long. We'll set the trusses ourselves. We'll get a boom for our skid steer. It's not quite as ideal as our boom operator that we've used in the past, but a set like this, it wouldn't take very long. He'd have way more time in driving. So I know they're super busy too, but yeah, all in all, a great day. Caleb's been tiling, so that's why you ain't seen him today a lot. He's on a big project we've been working on for, man, it's been almost 2 years. It's a big project, and they're finally at the point where we're wrapping tile up, and that's what he's doing. And we'll get some pictures of that because it's quite impressive. He's done a great job. Homeowners are very happy with it. It just takes time, but it works good this way. Anyways, that's concrete. So anyways, I'm Mike with Blue Cottage. Peace out. All right, so avoid the wind. There's wind everywhere. So it is the next day. It's Tuesday. We ended up coming back. Let me show you what we did. We ended up, I'll show you, I'll kind of fill you in. So we ended up showing up. They kind of pulled the rain out. We got it all framed and we got all the trusses set. Went very well. I got lucky, and my truss guy, he was supposed to be in the area, so it worked out great. I mean, it couldn't have been any better. So we are wrapping up the purlins on the roof right now, and yeah, there it is. Let me just do. So there she is. All the purlins are almost, well, all the bottoms. We still got to get a fascia board on. We got one more day of framing on this. He's getting the first one. Once we get going, it goes quick. I'll hop up there shortly. We'll get that side done probably today still. We'll have one one side of purlins, and then we'll have to just frame up this short little porch. Other than that, it's gone very well. I think it took about an hour to set all them. Set them, brace them. This will have an overhang all the way around, 1 foot overhang. So we got the tails. And this is kind of why I said there's room in attic trusses. So there's a little room up there, up in that area that he wants to use for storage. So that is why we did 1 foot centered, because now everything on the underside is ready to go. He's ready to put his floor down. We'll come in and frame the steps right in that opening, and they'll go up to that room. But there it is. It's gone very smooth. It's just been me and Bill. Caleb's still doing tile, and he sends me pictures today, and it's very intricate. It takes a lot of time. Tile takes time, especially if you want it to look good. I don't have the patience anymore. I do like doing tile, but Caleb's doing a great job. Okay. So that's where we're at. It's Wednesday. Oh, that's a big buck. Not a big butt, weirdos. So me and Bill are about to wrap this dog up. Yeah, so here we are. We're on the final day of framing here. The porch, as you can see on that side, I'm wrapping that up right now. We're tidying up all the fascia boards, the fly rafters. On this particular barn, I think I spoke about it, all these purlins we were able to lay flat, which definitely gives more surface area for the metal and more area for your screws to hit. We pre-drill all of our metal, but it's a little bit more convenient to have that. But we are wrapping this up. It's basically taken 3 days to frame this with 2 guys, and then that right there, that is a lifesaver. So whenever any of you start building a barn on your own or whatever you do, an all-terrain scissor lift, really with the outriggers, is even better, but those things are incredibly handy in our world doing siding. I mean, honestly, an extension ladder for us is rarely brought out. We probably won't even bring one on this job. Anyways, I'll give you a quick wrap up here. In about an hour or so, we'll be done. And we'll be putting the final bolts in and the lags in and show you what's going on. We're all purlined up, ready to go. And there he is. Normal habitat. Okay, so final wrap up of this frame. Let's give you a little walk around. Everything came together very nicely. Very good. So this does have the soffit, like I said. See, Bill's getting the bolts in right here on them posts. Let's get these close-up shot of that. Right here, just getting those put in. They suck. Don't let anybody fool you. But we're getting them. It's not a big deal. They still suck. That we have not framed. It's not a big deal. We'll do it right before the metal gets put on. But other than that, we're just doing everything on the outside. I think we are putting a set of steps in there for him to get up to the top, but the rest of it is the homeowner. All right. Okay, so I appreciate you guys watching, following along on this. We're getting ready to do some more projects starting. We got a house barn that we're starting. There's one video that's been out on this. The next probably week we're going to be at the Raise the Roof project. Tomorrow we're putting the floor down. Cabinets are coming Tuesday. Trim should be coming sometime the following week. 90% of the electrical is done. The HVAC is more or less done, about 90% done. We got a little bit of beam wrap and cedar wrapping to do on the front porch posts. Homeowner's been staining a lot, and he's getting all the porch boards, the ceiling porch boards for the back porch and that front cathedral that we have on there. He's been staining all that stuff, getting it ready for us. So really, by the middle of next week, that project's going to be pretty well in hand and done. Not done, but, you know, it'll be a matter of going back to do some trim. It'll be little stuff at this point. At that point, midweek, late week, next week, somewhere around there. That project's really, man, that project is a big project, but it has gone extremely smooth. Just considering everything that we've gone through in our field, through COVID and everything else, it just kind of made a lot of ETAs on parts, building material pretty tough. But I'm telling you, man, stuff has just shown up right on time, not a long lead time. We've kind of been ordering and expecting a long lead time, and we get, you know, siding that had been taking 3-4 months to get, we got in 10 days. So that's actually fast before COVID. So we got a lot going on, got a lot coming up. I'm going to bring you along this weekend too. We've been working, we have we'll call it a homestead. Everybody calls their house with a 1 acre a homestead. At the home site where I live, we've done a lot of work. We've dug out the pond. We've done major rehaul, renovation to the house. And after the pond was dug, we had a massive amount of dirt. And we've done a lot of dirt work on the backside to get it ready for seed. And we're right there. The weather is perfect. My plan is Saturday I feel a sneeze coming on. Saturday is planning to seed all that. Finally, man, I'm ready. I hate every time it rains, it's washing out mud. But it's coming together very nicely. I'm gonna bring you along this weekend, show you what we got. It's coming together really good. I'm very happy with the way that's all come together on the pond, that sort of thing. It was a nightmare, a complete nightmare during the process, but what our vision we had in our mind, it's right in line with what we were expecting. So anyways, like and subscribe, watch the video all the way through, share it. You know, that obviously, I know everybody talks algorithm. It clearly is an algorithm deal. The views vary drastically so much on the video, it's kind of weird, but whatever. If you could help us out. So catch you on the next one. Bye.